Good morning. Back again. This is literally the first sip. Oh, yeah. So I made some videos about love, and I want to say some more thoughts about love. There's spectrums of everything, like the love-hate spectrum, for example. The concept of having to love does not mean you don't hate. People, or I get the impression of like, all right, we gotta feel one or the other. All hate or all love. And I've been listening to podcasts, and I heard one about happiness, and they said happiness is less about happiness than it is about the absence of unhappiness. Maybe love is less about loving than it is hating less. Maybe if we find a way to hate less, that will leave some space for a little bit of love or a little bit less hate. Same with what? Fear and courage. Maybe courage is more about being less afraid than it is being more courageous. And I was thinking, all right, I said we gotta love the people that hate us. Love the people the way their God tells them to love us. And I was thinking, all right, well, what does love not mean? I wrote some things down. Love does not mean that what they're doing is okay. It does not mean all this legislation being passed against trans people is okay. It is definitely not okay. Love doesn't mean to let them take you and kill you, lock you up, to just let that happen. Love doesn't mean to let yourself suffer at their hands and to be okay with that suffering. To just sit back and take it. Say, oh, I love you. I'm gonna just sit back and let you do whatever you want to do. No, that does not mean that. It doesn't mean you have to smile and be sweet and nice and sit with them. It doesn't mean that you won't fight back. Holding hate in our bodies is only going to hurt us. Holding fear in our bodies is only going to make us tight and crumble. So having courage, having love, forgiveness. Forgiveness doesn't mean that what they did is okay. It just means it doesn't live in your body. Loving them doesn't mean that what they did is okay. It just means that hate doesn't live in your body. If anything, let it inspire you to action. Let what they're doing inspire us to act. Start little apartment support groups, 2 or 3 people, 6 people, however many, get together and just support each other and talk about it. All the hate, when I'm hating, when I'm afraid, I want to isolate. I don't want to talk to anybody. That's the last thing that should be doing. It's been said, hate doesn't conquer hate. Only love does that. Dark doesn't conquer dark. Only light does that. probably not the exact quote from Martin Luther King, but paraphrasing, maybe it is the exact quote. I didn't look it up before I said it. Maybe one emotion doesn't have to conquer the other. Maybe they can coexist without threatening the other. Maybe we can have love for them and still have a little bit of hate for them. Just hate less. Maybe we can have courage and fear at the same time. We can still act, do what we have to do, and still be a little bit afraid. All I know is either way, it's going to be okay. And I love you. You are loved in the world.